Hi, Pat Winter here. I wanted to share the journal I made from the design team project from Shabby Art Boutique. It's titled Woodland Whimsy, and it's about forest animals and fairies. And I decided to make a journal, and it's a hardcover journal, but I covered it with a base of matelassé fabric, cheesecloth, bridal lace, and lace appliques. And I titled my journal Enchanted Forest, and this is one of the images from the kit, a little fairy looking up into the sky with the moths and butterflies and mushrooms. It is a 76-page kit, and let's go through it. So under the front cover, I have put one of the beautiful butterflies that has the floral design, and I put crystals in the wings and the eyes. And the kit comes with two designs. One is plain, which is under here, and this one, of course, is floral. I put one under here because it would make it easier to slide this writing tablet instead of getting caught up on fabric. So I layered chipboard and two pieces of printed cardstock, so you can actually write on this if you want, and also put it throughout the journal to use as a hard surface to write on and jot some notes. And it just slides between the two butterflies. And I put in some sheer sparkle organza because it reminded me of fairy wings. And on a lot of the pages I put the vintage delicate lace. And this is just a page from the kit that I folded in the Regency letter style. So if you unfold it on the other side, it's clear to write on. And that just slips under here, this little belly band. This image in the kit I printed on to vellum and just turned it into a notebook with just some scrap pages to jot notes. And on the other side, using the avocado dyed paper, the kit comes with several images of little cards. So I categorized them, like the fairies with the mushrooms, and these are just the fairies, but there's many more throughout the kit in different sizes. And then I made the little field observation images smaller and backed them so and put tabs on them so you could use them as little notes. And the tabs, Kerryanne has added several beautiful tabs that coordinates with this set, and I dangled charms and different flowers and tassels and beaded items from a lot of the tabs. And also in the kit are several styles and sizes of specimen slides. So these I just printed out and made while leaving one end open, so you can put your own things that you find, like a pretty leaf or maybe a pressed flower or a feather, or unfortunately sometimes you find a butterfly wing and you could slip that in there. And I printed a small specimen card on here, printed a fairy on acetate, and just used it on the front of a craft envelope and put it in a pocket. And I just used this piece of paper, random, with some cardstock as a journaling card. more vintage lace. And throughout the journal I printed out a few poems that I had found on Pinterest and some that I had collected. And here's another little dangle of a little flower. And the tuck spots coordinate with the cards. So I backed them, sewed around the edges, made them nice and large so you've got plenty of space to write. And here's another coordinating with the owl. And for these owls, I put crystals in the eyes, just for a little whimsy. Made a little fiber tassel with some glittery fibers and ribbons. And this is the fairy door. And there's one of her pages with the specimen slides. And she's also included several designs for washi tape, which you can print off onto cardstock and use as a little belly band or tuck spot like I have here. Or you can print it out onto glassine paper and actually make your own washi tape. These are all her designs. Comes in the kit. And you'll see several background papers that are not actually in this kit, but they are Kerryanne's from previous kits. And here's another piece of her washi tape. And one of her fairies. And I had this little envelope, so I put stickers in it. Stamp stickers of mushrooms and such. I thought that was appropriate. And another tab with a little dangle. And this paper is in the kit. This one is in a past kit, but I love the crackle and I had to use it. And some more vintage lace, nice and delicate. And this is a page that's in the kit. And this is avocado dyed paper that I just put a pocket on. And I folded a Regency letter fold and used a faux wax seal. So you can actually unfold this, write on it, give it, send it, or tuck it back into your journal. And these are just random blank papers, avocado dyed and such, to tuck into one of the beautiful pockets for more journaling space. And some cotton fabric down the side. It's kind of ruched. Another large journaling card that's backed and sewn around. Another little dangle crystal. I did a little of the stamping of a feather up here and some stenciling, just for some interest. Another of her beautiful pages. And these are in the kit. Images of a rabbit with a little fairy writing on its back. And in the vintage doilies, the paper doilies, I just added some vellum stickers just for the fun of it. And I also printed this image that's in the kit on vellum, and this is a pocket that you could put a letter down in or note paper. Some more journaling cards with one of her small pockets. Now these file folders are in a previous kit, but I just wanted to use them in here because I kind of used this crackle paint throughout the journal. and I just added pockets and a specimen card, tucked in a butterfly with a little poem. And this is just from an old book on mushrooms, and I thought that would fit nicely in this journal. And some poems that I had printed out. And this is just a little one of her butterflies that I put on a paper clip. And this is a shake card, and it has tiny sequins and glitter, and it shakes just for the fun of it. You can write on the back, and a nice big journaling card that you could write on both sides to add a little sparkle. And on a lot of the fairies, their wings are so light that I used Pearl X paint and just painted them just to give a little shimmer. And here's a smaller butterfly. And I used it on the front and the back just for a little more stability with the vintage lace paper doilies. Here's another little jar with the fairy in it, and it has a sweet poem that I had found on Pinterest. And another little fairy charm. And this specimen card is in the kit. And this I have had from past kits from, I don't remember where, but I just thought it looked like an old letter that someone could have dropped in the forest and the fairies found it. And this is in the kit. This it's so pretty it looks like fabric, but it's the paper. And another little empty specimen slide that you can put your own found objects in. Some more of her cards printed out for notes. See, the berries are sprinkled throughout. And little charms dangling off of the tabs. And this is the Elizabeth Holden page that is folded in the fern letter fold. So you can unfold that and journal on it. More berries from an Edith Holden book. And a tiny little shake card. Can you see that? And it tucks into this little toadstool with a little sparkle. And she also gives you several beautiful maple leaves in the kit. And so I cut them out and layered them and turned them into a tuck spot. And this is a single page avocado dyed paper that just flips out. And there's, in between the pages, there's a little slot here for a little secret card that you can write on. And another journaling card. Isn't that a beautiful design? That's been backed with coffee stained paper and sewn around, little cheesecloth and some of the sparkle organza. And another journaling card. And that's just a little wing that I had made to dangle off the edge. This is just another journaling card with a little stamping, script stamping. And look at this beautiful image of the fox with the fairy writing on its back. And this little envelope I made from a scrapbook paper I thought would be kind of cute to put in here because it's like found objects that the fairies have found at the bottom of the forest floor, like a vintage photo of a little girl, a little bird's feather, a button with a little piece of string still attached, must have fallen off of someone's sweater, and a compass, and a little butterfly. So I thought that would be fun to just add to this journal. And I found this toadstool house poem on Pinterest, and I thought it was cute, so I had to put that in. A couple of vintage velvet leaves and the little flocked flowers, and slipped in a journaling card that's backed and sewn. And I used, this is the washi tape that I made from the glassine paper that I printed it out, and it prints beautifully on glassine paper. And I just made these permanent notes, like sticky notes, but they're glued in so you could just jot your notes down. And I used the little butterflies and such as for the dangles. And another journaling card with these beautiful images in the kit. And another. And in between these, I've slipped in one of the pages to print out in the kit. So when you unfold it, it's just in fourths. Then you have a large piece of paper to journal on. And these are just some extra things I found and thought it would be kind of fun to put in because it's kind of like a field notebook. So I put in the varieties of rabbits and owls and fox and butterflies. And this little field journal I made kind of fairy size, and it opens to reveal a little journal on, like a field journal, about birds, and these are berry stains, which I thought fit nicely with her blackberries that she has sprinkled throughout this journal kit. And this is actually a blackberry juice stain, so I just had to print this out and turn it into a little journal and use it in the forest kit. And another little slide just for decoration. And I used a feather belly band and some random fairy images for little notes. And the other part of the Edith Holden page, and a little bit of bling because fairies love to sparkle. And another piece of the organza on the back, and then we come to the fairy door, which when you open it, it reveals fairy papers that I had found in my images, so I printed them off, and you could write on the front and back. And behind them, I've slipped a collection of the specimen slides that are included in the kit. She's got the blooms with the roses, and I've used the acetate so you can see through them, but you can also use them as is when it's printed off. You've got the flowers inside of the specimen slide, and it's on a white background, front and back. And then you've got the butterfly wings and the fairy wings, and then the butterfly specimen. But you can put whatever you want in. But I just thought it's a nice size, and it's whimsical and just kind of fun. So that goes in the back, and I've used the jewelry clasp closure to keep it in place, because it's kind of a little exploding book, even though it's not that many pages. Like I said, it's only 76 pages. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope that you check out the Shabby Art Boutique Handmade Club, and this month is the Woodland Whimsy kit, and I think that you will enjoy it. And I will leave the link below this video. So thank you, and have a great day. Bye.